crazy.
Whiskey Tango Charlie, St. Patrick's Day, and Charles is dressed to be invisible. Right? To what?
Huh?
No, so green.
Great.
So I have some stripes, but you are completely green, so you are invisible to leprechauns.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Oh,
Sensory Training Friday on St. Patrick's Day. Shocking the palate a little bit with some proper 12.
Yeah. Nice.
Charles has misplaced the redbreast.
Yeah. Just saying, it could be misplaced. It could have been gone. I don't know. You know that shit evaporates?
It does it.
It evaporates.
Every Friday we get together, either in person or virtual, to try to train our palates.
It's a process, right?
It's a lifestyle.
Right. You have to practice. You can't just keep relying on just whatever. You got to keep practicing and doing things and trying new things. But I'd love to be able to do this 5 days a week. But
Your liver probably can't handle it.
well, we don't do it too much, but small taste, and work on nosing, work on the palate, flavor profiles. We get the kit, try to figure out, and memorization. It's about what it is. It's all memorization. So
it's what you've been exposed to, right?
Yeah.
So we have a package.
I've been waiting on you to get back from conference. You were at education conference this week, and I wanted to say this. I got a heads up from our good friends at Bardstown Bourbon Company, and so they were sending down something for us to check out, and so I want to get into it, figure out what it is.
So I was recently out of the country in Aruba, and just heads up, their allocated bourbon is not our allocated bourbon, so they have a great choice down there of pretty much anything you want to get.
Whoa, dude! Surprise, surprise! I thought it was a Bardstown bourbon, this is their stuff, right? This is their stuff.
Oh, so this is the company they just recently bought.
Yep, Green River.
Very nice.
Hey, man. Wow. So I knew they had some stuff coming out. They just released the Origin series up there, and we were up in Kentucky back in January when that hit. So that was a big deal. And here we are, the Green River. What was that?
The Joker, like you.
Deck of cards.
We can play strip poker later.
Oh, jeez. No, take that home with you. You and your wife play that. All right. Cool.
Look at this.
Oh, looks like some little coinage there.
Here, we're just going to go to the overhead shot here. And we got the overhead shot going on.
Nice. Look at that. Wow.
Right.
Shoot your shot under our bottle. One for you and one to share. Okay.
Nice.
All right, here we go. What do we got going on here? Oh, okay. I've heard a little bit about this out in the market. So the Green River, the wheated bourbon. This is the wheated bourbon. Wow, 90 proof. All right, I'm gonna have to do a quick look up on this stuff.
A quick look? No, we're going to go right into a sensory training with it.
Okay.
There's no looking up.
All right. And then we've got a 90 proof. So this is the wheated. Look how that's very light. Whoa.
So I had 2 glasses. I'll get 2 more.
90 proof. I'm gonna have to do. Oh, I got to figure out what this stuff is. And this is the bourbon, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And it's 90 proof, so 200, man. So this is really interesting. The Pride of Owensboro, Kentucky. Troy, that's what this says.
It says what?
The Pride of Owensboro, Kentucky.
There's only one pride of Owensboro, Kentucky, and that's my good friend D.W.
Daryl Waltrip. That's right. And just ask Daryl. He'll tell you. Straighten you out there. All right. So we have 90 proof. I'm going to say both of these are going to be super approachable. 90 proof bourbons. A wheated one.
2 different colors.
And very light in color. Wow, that wheated is just like almost honey color. And I would say
So I'm going to assume this is their 3 grain mash, right?
that's why I said I got to look this up. I need to.
Well, let's not look it up. Let's go ahead and go right into a tasting.
Let's do it.
So, let's do, you're a wheated guy, so let's just do the bourbon first.
Let's do the regular bourbon.
All right. You want to read to us? Read to us.
The pride of Owensboro, Green River pays homage to its rich history right on the bottle. In early 20th century, Green River was the most advertised bourbon on the market. What? Really?
So they burned it down, kind of like they've been burning down these food processing plants.
The most advertised bourbon on the market. The official bourbon of the U.S. Marine Hospital. So the Marine.
Hoorah.
Hoorah. And when 20 shares in a gold mine were traded for some of its barrels. Wow. So Green River became the most expensive whiskey ever purchased. The distillery mysteriously burnt just prior to Prohibition.
Yeah, like the food processing plants are being burned.
In 2016, the still started again. In 2022, the whiskey returned to the market. Let's just smell that. It's beautiful.
I poured both of them.
So
Let's make some room
this
here.
is awesome.
All right, so
Green River, under the Bardstown Bourbon umbrella now, and this, from what I remember reading, this is Troy. These are going to be in the mid-30 price points in the market. So, because I read about this coming up, but I didn't go deep into it. But boom, this is the Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
this is Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
Okay.
So get a little nose. That has something. Hold on. What are you picking up there?
Well, I get some citrus on this one for some reason. Interesting thought there. But
No, I'm going to tell you what this is.
huh?
I'm going to tell you what this is. Right?
There you go.
So we get our sensory training kit out. That's why we have it. Okay, you smell that?
Okay.
Now smell this.
It's a little sweeter than what I have in the glass. A little bit sweeter. Wow. It's
You know what
close.
that is? It's banana.
Banana.
It's banana.
It's that's the bottle, the sensory thing is
Yeah.
a little bit stronger than what I'm getting.
So I pulled some banana out. That's kind of what I was picking up.
But I get vanilla for sure.
Hold on a second. I might have another one here.
Huh?
Huh? Ah, dude. How about this one?
Okay. That's lighter. Wait a minute. Okay. I don't.
You're not getting that one?
No.
All right. I'm getting that one. That's a little bit of tobacco. Right?
And so it's, you know what? We probably should have let this breathe a little bit.
I did. I poured it while you were talking about
Right.
how the distilleries were burnt down.
And it burnt down there.
Sold in 2014, and they started cranking the juice out in 2016, if I'm correct.
Okay, cool.
I was listening. I pay attention.
So I get some cinnamon, and I
Right.
think you're right. Leather comes in as really, it's very, very faint.
All right, so you said citrus, right?
I gotta taste this. My mouth's watering. I'm
dude,
salivating
hang
all
on.
over myself over here.
Oh, yeah, dude. This is it right here.
Okay. Oh, I got that one.
That's a citrus you were picking up in that.
Yeah.
So we got
No,
some.
I got hints of that.
Get some citrus.
All right.
All right, dominant,
Here we go.
non-dominant. You know what that? I'm going for one.
God, dude, you're killing me over here.
That's it.
I'm getting. Is that shaving cream?
No. It's cherry.
No, there we go.
Right?
There we go.
That's cherry.
There we go.
So we got some cherry, some citrus, some leather.
Yep.
I'm getting a little hint of tobacco, but I'm a rye guy, so Charles is a wheat guy.
Right. So this would be their. I'm sure this is a rye mash bill.
So we earlier shocked the palate with some proper 12 to be kind to the holiday.
So you're going to have to take more than one sip. It's going to take 2-3 sips in here. I love our friend up there, single barrel snob, Tim. Tim says it. He has a three sip rule. I love watching his stuff. He's been on a pretty good kick here lately on his videos. So one sip.
So I've had 2. So he's saying 3.
3 sips, and third sip's when you get the magic.
So very light, not a very high proof. I did not read the proof on
90.
that. 90 proof.
That's why I say this is just going to be
This
wonderfully approachable.
This drink's like an 80, like it maybe. I wouldn't want to say 86, right? We're not getting so. I thought it was very light. Doesn't have a big Kentucky hug.
Some mintiness to that.
No, lots of mint. Like it's almost when you're breathing out, because you know when we taste and we just blow out just slightly, lots of mint.
You know, I got my hint. The what it kind of got me back to is when we were up there sipping some stuff with Seth down at Detling, and we were taking that right out of the thing, and it was minty, like. But you don't get it on the nose. It's really odd.
You're stepping out of the
I'm out of the
frame.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can only see because you're almost at the end of the table over there.
All right.
Very minty. So it's already sitting mid palate all the way up to the tip. I'm actually feeling it on the
entire
tip.
palate. Just
I don't have it on the sides, brother.
no. The whole palate. I mean, it's just covers. And what's really neat, I would be concerned. I thought about how light that is, how maybe the flavor would just, you get the sip and it just goes away.
No.
But it's holding. It's holding there. So
I'm not getting any of the cherries, none of the caramel, none of the.
no, not what I had on the nose.
So I'm getting a lot of mint, a lot of chocolate, right? Or is it because I had chocolate before I came, but it's kind of a chocolatey.
Well, we were killing M&Ms prior to this, but.
A very nice taste. I'm going to, just for giggles, right, because we are tasting it, going to take our dropper with some water, 1 drop in mine. I'm going to see if it changed the nose a little bit.
It really interested me was the spiciness that I get, the finish on the spiciness. It's not peppery, it's almost cinnamon, but not sweet cinnamon. If that makes any sense.
No, so it's like a baking spice.
Well, but I get the cinnamon feel in the mouth.
See, I'm not getting the cinnamon.
Wow.
So 1 drop of water killed the scent for me.
What did it do to the
Smell
taste?
that. I haven't tasted it yet. Smell that. That's 1 drop of water. Right?
Not much there. Crazy. What are you doing? What you got? Probably diluted it out.
So it moved it to the sides of the palate, more of the sour.
Gotcha.
Wow. So I don't have COVID, but you can try that. 1 drop of water. To me, it's hotter.
It actually gets a little sweetness to it, a little sweeter, but
I'm feeling it right here
it
now.
moves. It moves. It moved where the finish is going. It moved further back from mine, but
Yeah.
I don't know that I would put any water ice on that.
So I would not put any water, any
I would
ice.
Probably leave that neat.
I would leave it exactly the way it came out. Very palatable, something that you can drink every day. That's an everyday sipper right there.
Right.
Charles, why don't you entertain our guests while
All
I
right.
get us some water?
I got to look this up. I'm gonna do a quick search on this thing because I'm curious to know what's happening here. And so, the Green River Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Here we go. All right, cool. So, 21% winter rye. So it's a 70, 21, and a 9% malted barley. So 21% in the rye. I'm gonna go ahead and look up because we're getting ready to jump into the wheated one. And let's see what we got on the wheated one. Cool. It's pretty easy to remember. 21% winter rye, and this is going to be 21% on the wheat grain. So I enjoy the wheats because I think the wheat gives us a softer, sweeter finish. So yeah, thank you. It's good.
So what were you telling them?
I looked it up right quick. So 21% winter wheat over here, 21% in the winter wheat, winter rye, 21% wheat. So it's easy to remember.
All right, so 21% winter wheat.
No, just wheat. Not
Just
winter.
wheat?
Just wheat.
So weeded.
Weeded.
Here's your weeded. Cleanse the palate. You know what we didn't do? We didn't cleanse the palate after that proper 12.
Well, I mean, that's why I kind of got through the 3-4 sips of that, and it kind of helped.
All right.
So here we go.
So this is it.
Okay. Wheated bourbon.
Wheated.
90 proof again.
DSP KY what?
10.
10.
Yeah. So I didn't know that about them. Most sought after, most marketed bourbon when it was in its heyday, right?
And if I'm correct, and I may be totally wrong with this, they also make Dixie vodka,
Maybe.
right? So you got Owensboro, Kentucky, DW, and you got Dixie vodka on the Tony Stewart cars.
I can't remember that. I mean, I have to look that up. I don't know. So definitely.
I'm sorry, I took a sip before I
See,
started.
boy, you just like you had me to my mouth watered for 10 minutes over here, and you just jumped right in.
I had to because as soon as I smelled it.
This has just a great sweetness to it.
Let's go to the oils here.
There's fruits here. I don't know which fruits yet, but
Hang on a second. Let me pull something out here. I'm looking.
wow, that is awesome. Woo.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, a little bit of this. Maybe.
Yep.
Right?
That's pretty close.
That's butter, right?
Butter?
Got some butter, right?
Wow.
Hang on a second. I got another one here. Nope. Missed it. That ain't even close.
I don't know. That's not
It's
it.
toast.
No.
I was getting. Hang on. Let me go back to it.
I mean, it's like a toffiness of that. So that toffee flavor.
Let me look again. Don't you just love Century Training Friday?
I like it when you kind of pull something out of the box over there. Because we're just kind of like,
Nope.
we're kind of floundering around, kind of smelling, tasting.
I'm not even going to let you smell that one.
There's for certain on that, right? The
Right.
numbers, they're all.
30. Hang on here. Let me try one more. One more here.
You got to get some honey in that because this is it's sweet as can be.
Hold on a
Not to
second.
be confused with honeysuckle. Just say it.
Oh, dude. I'm
What do you-
going to change it up a little bit. Remember this?
Yeah. That's
No?
a really strong.
It's a
mint.
strong.
It's it's so powerful. Both of these have a light up. So good flavor profiles, but they're very light. You know, nothing's really powerhousing your
Nope.
palate or your nose.
I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. Can't do it.
You have cinnamon in that thing over there?
I do not have cinnamon
No
in
cinnamon
this.
in that thing. Well, I'm getting
No.
cinnamon. I got cinnamon in this one.
So I'm trying to pick up the fruit. So there's a fruit in here.
Yeah. Could be a fruit blend.
Ooh. Cream. So that butter smell that you picked up there
Yep.
transfers to the palate. Where everything that we were smelling in the Kentucky Straight didn't transfer to the palate, but here the buttery smell
Right.
transfers to the palate itself.
Wow. I tell you what, this, to me, home run on both of these. Especially if it's what I've sort of read previous to some of this stuff that came out, some of the PR stuff that came out. These are probably in the mid 30 price points when they come to the shelves. At $35 to $40 range, somewhere in there, I think, what I remember. All day long. all day long. Why wouldn't you buy these? Wonderful sippers, very approachable. You think about somebody, if you're just moving into the bourbon, and maybe you, but even if, hell, the funny part is this, Troy, even for us that we've been in this bourbon for quite a while and the palates are, I mean, we do cask strength and all that. For a light bourbon, wheated or regular, the flavor profiles don't just disappear. Like, you get some of the lower grade, I want to say lower grades, but you know what I mean, the 90 proofs, 80s and 90 proofs, you take a sip and it's good for a moment and then it's gone that quick.
Yep.
This sets with you, which is really cool. So,
Green River Distillery on St. Patrick's Day, it kind of has that ring to it. Serendipitous that
Yeah.
it so happens to come out of the package that way. But ultimately, Charles, it's not about my palate. It's not about your palate. It isn't about what we're picking up here. What we're doing here on Sensory Training Friday is we're trying to strengthen our palates on what we're smelling and what we're tasting. We hope that you are doing the same. And if you get an opportunity to pick some of this up on the shelf, a couple great new bourbons on the market, not new to the bourbon industry.
Right.
DSP 10, it's been around for a while.
yeah.
But
Hey,
both of them great pours, and we would encourage you to shock your palate.
hey, many thanks to our friends at Bardstown Bourbon Company for including us in on this market release stuff. And I would say it's worthy.
Your favorite?
You know what? I'm going to have to. It's a coin toss with me. I like both of them a lot. I would have said before I even tasted it, I would say weed it all day long. But I really like the regular bourbon.
I think the regular bourbon has a little bit more rye in it. I don't know that for certain.
No, it is. It's 21% rye.
Oh, okay. So this is 21% rye, 21% wheat. That's why
So
I like
it's
this
easy.
one.
No, you're high rye. The high rye bourbons, that's you all day. I enjoyed that today. Maybe it's just the green today, you know, green shirt. Maybe I don't know. I enjoy the wheats though, and look, I would encourage you if you see this, it's probably worth a try, and we encourage you know to give them a try. You may find this is maybe your go-to. I don't know, right?
Whiskey Tango Charlie,
Woo.
Century Training Friday.
Cheers, folks.
I'm not a wheat guy, but this is a good wheater. Right?
It's a smoother than a Weller. Just saying.